We never told the French when they should organize elections. So it's not up to them to tell us when we should organize elections.
This is B4 World News. July 2024 elections is cancelled by Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso. In a press briefing by the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso, Dr. Apollinaire Joachimson, Kyélèm de Tambèla, stated that the West or France cannot force them to organize an election if it doesn't align with the priorities of the state of Burkina Faso. He emphasized the importance of frank exchange and adaptability in order to move forward and address the issues of underdevelopment instead of organizing an election. He stated that elections will only be held if they can contribute to security, state rebuilding, and development objectives rather than being held for the sake of holding elections. Burkina Faso has been ruled since 2022 by a junta led by Captain Ibrahim Traore, who promised a return to democracy with presidential elections by July 2024.
From the start, I said that I wanted this meeting to be not just another meeting, but a meeting for a new start. Because without frank exchanges, we go in circles. And by going in circles, we don't move forward. So we want to move forward. We are tired of underdevelopment. We are tired of having the same problems to solve. So we want to get past this stage. We think that together, we can get there. The Ministry of Economy has studied a term that is really convenient. It is adaptability. So, in the interventions, you have to know how to adapt. You can't come and intervene in Burkina Faso with the same schedules, the same criteria, as if you were intervening in Mongolia or Chile. So you have to keep in mind the concrete conditions in which you are intervening, so that your intervention is as effective as possible. This is what we expect. This is what we want. And it is in this framework that your intervention can help us to move on from your help, and on the contrary, to come and help you tomorrow. So it is this cooperation that we want. That said, you now know our priorities. Our priorities are security, the refounding of the state, and development. Now, if elections can help us have security, we will organize them as soon as possible. If elections can help us refound our state, we will do it as soon as possible. If elections can bring development, we will do it as soon as possible. But we will no longer have elections to hold elections. There has to be an objective, because we are tired of going in circles. We have to get our country out of this cycle of poverty in which we have been for a long time. And we have to be clear. If elections were a means of development, we would already have developed. So the question must be asked. We don't organize elections to organize elections. We organize elections to achieve an objective, and it is when we have a politician without objectives that we organize elections for elections. We are not politicians. We are men of mission. We came for a mission. Securing our territory, refounding the state, developing our country. If elections can now help us achieve these objectives, we will do it. But if they cannot help us achieve these objectives, we will suspend them until we are ready. And we think that international partners should adapt to our situation, as we said, and take into account their relations with us. For example, you have all noticed that Burkina Faso has never intervened in the affairs of a country. We never told the Americans when they should organize elections. We never told the French when they should organize elections. So it's not up to them to tell us when we should organize elections. Our head of state has always said that we are leading a policy of sovereignty. And it is in this framework that we can draw a path to our own emancipation. It's not by imitating others. It's not because we do this at X that we have to do this, even if it doesn't suit us. No. We, the policy of mimeticism, we want to depart from it. Look for a path that will lead us to our emancipation. So that's what I wanted to give as an indication, as a perspective, for our framework of cooperation. And as I said, it is through social and cultural economic development that our cooperation will make sense, that we will all evolve to then contribute to communal emancipation. So no political interference, etc., has always had the consequence of delaying our evolution. That's why we think it should stop. And each people organizes itself as it pleases. And it will continue its way in hesitation and in determination.